everyone. This is Jason with Daruma Advisors. I am a small consulting firm of one person, and my goal is really to help product teams make great technology and bring great technology ideas to life. So I've spent the last 20 years or so doing product management and product marketing, and now I'm an industry analyst and consultant. And one of the areas I've been studying a lot is the practical usage of artificial intelligence, particularly generative artificial intelligence, to help developers make code. But along the way, I've discovered there's a lot of really great product management techniques you can use using AI to help you do your job faster. So this isn't some sort of product pitch or anything like that. It's just a series of job aids to help you become a better product leader by using these AI tools. I think the first one to mention is just the idea of using generative AI to develop stories and epics. One of the areas where I've found that there's a lot of time invested on part of the product manager is developing stories and kind of backing and forthing with engineering to make sure those stories are clear and comfortable. A good way to kind of expand the thoughts of stories and a good way to make the stories, in fact, better and more consumable is to actually leverage generative AI tools like Perplexity or even a whole host of other tools out there, Copilot, ChatGPT, whatever, to create a story. And really, the key to that is making a good prompt that can deliver the story in a format that's understood. So you may have to do a little bit of prompt engineering study to understand what voice and tone and the types of roles you want to ascribe to it. But it is a way, once you get it a bit automated, it kind of becomes a copy and paste affair for story development. So I think it's a great idea. That's number one. Number two, if you're not using a transcription tool for your meetings, especially external meetings with customers, prospects, and stakeholders, you're making a big mistake. Tools out there like the one I use is Otter.ai. It automatically joins the meeting as a participant. And of course, you probably want to let everybody know that this is happening. But as the meeting progresses, it's actually making a set of notes for your meeting. So you're going to be able to collect critical action items, critical feedback from these meetings and not forget it. You're also able to share that with the rest of the team. So a lot of times it's hard to schedule these meetings because not everybody can participate. But if you create this script and then share it with the whole team, then it helps people understand what went well with the demo, what might need some work, and what action items came from the meeting. Number three is pre-product, when you're starting to try to understand what the requirements are, what the direction of the product version should be. Generative API or generative AI tools out there are really great at being able to start doing competitive analysis. Now, I will caution that you have to use a paid one and using the most up-to-date data. If you use some of the free options, the dating is back. They don't have the most up-to-date data in the model, and that's probably not going to help you very much. But you can actually start to do things again with good prompt engineering. Like, for instance, you could input a table format as a file, an Excel file, for example, into a generative AI tool and say, these are the types of areas I want to do a comparison on across different types of parameters for the products. And here are the competitors. So just give what the columns and rows would be. And the generative AI will fill that in for you and deliver it back to you in a table format that's easy to read and understand. Of course, you may need to do a little bit of work to get it over the line, but it saves you a lot of time. I mean, this is a pretty arduous process usually, and it can really speed things up. The last one that I'm really starting to get interested in, and I'm seeing tool sets come about for it, is low code tools with generative AI assistants that are now out in the market. For instance, AWS has something called App Studio that just came out in tech preview. And you can actually begin to build storyboards and or even small prototypes using these types of applications. They're very front end centric, so you might not have the complete back end worked out, and it may not be applicable to all types of applications. But in terms of getting something across the line very quickly that you could begin to demo and begin to get feedback on, could be helpful in your situation. So there's 4 quick AI based tools you can use today to help make the product management journey easier. And I wish you all the best. And if you need any more help, reach out to me on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. Again, Daruma Advisors. Have a good one.